I'm going in with this Ruby Kisses in the shade Palette 16. I'm using a lighter shade on that palette. I'm going to go in with some witch hazel because I didn't have alcohol and it's still an astringent, so it's good to be able to be used. This is a used frontal. I used it in my other video prior to this one, but I did remove it because I didn't like it. I'm going to go in with the Ghost Bond and I'm going to do 3 layers of that. And then I'm going to place this frontal on top of the glue. I make sure that it lines up, and then I'm going to, stretch it a little bit to make sure that I don't have the wrinkles in my lace. Now I'm just going to use a Rattailcomb or any comb for that matter, and I'm just going to press that frontal down in the glue. And everything I do on one side of my head, I'm going to do on the other side as well. Now that I have that frontal intact, I'm going to tie it down with the band and I'm going to let that sit about 10 to 15 minutes while I do the other parts of the frontal with preparations. So now I didn't sew this one down. I'm just going to go in and I'm going to move that hair out the way with those duck bill clips. And then I'm going to actually just use glue and glue it down. Don't get all in a frenzy about glue being on the hair. It's so little of a glue, it does not matter. And if you feel that way, then just use some type of protectant on your hair. But I know my hair and I know that I can use a little bit of glue and my hair is not going to come out. But again, if you have thinner hair or any hair like that, you do want to use some type of protectant on your ponytail. But anyways, now I'm back and I'm just blow drying that, securing that frontal in place on this side, and I did the same exact thing to the other side. Now I'm going to part off that hair so that I can, because I'm doing the middle part, I want to part off the hair that's going to go towards the back. I'm going to use that olive oil heat protectant on the whole frontal, and then I'm going to go in with my wax stick brand of Beauty and Sleep wax stick, and you can use any wax stick. And you just go in and put it on the part that you parted off, and you're gonna use the hot comb and just lay that down. Now I'm going to remove that band, and then we're going to go in and cut any excess lace off because it was a used frontal. It will have extra excess lace. Don't worry about those old baby hairs. Just get rid of everything and start over basically. I'm going to use a razor. They're $1 at the hair store. You can get them however you get them from Burlington and the big packs. However, whatever razor you choose to use, I use that because you get closer to the skin and it's almost like, I'm not saying you can't get cut because of course it's a razor, but the chances are a little slimmer. And you'll get a more precise cut than scissors to me. But like I said, it's all based on preference with everything that you do. So I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side, and then I'll let you guys see. If it's any places lifting, just use a little bit of the glue on the back of your hand, a comb, and go under those places that's lifting and put the glue under there and press it into place. Retie it down, just to get it that firm hold on there. Then I go in with the same color I've been using, the Ruby Kisses, and I'm going to put that shade on the top of that frontal. Now I'm going to part out the baby hairs before I retie my hair down again and start with the other parts of the ponytail. You just want to get those hairs and stuff laid down. Now that I had those baby hairs out the way, I'm just going to go in with that wax stick and I'm going to put it on the top of the frontal and on the back of it. You can go in and do the in-betweens, but the frontal was not thick enough and I didn't have to worry about it laying down. So I just went in and I put the wax stick on there, and then I'm going to use a holding spray. It doesn't matter what type of holding spray you use. I'm not real specific on products because people have different things and I don't want them to believe they can't achieve the style because they don't have the exact products that I have. So like I said again, use holding spray. In this video I'm using some type of spritz and some pump it up. So as I said before, you can use Gots to Be, you can use whatever you want. I just use what was on hand for me. And everything that I do to this side, I'm going to do to the other side. Now you use that spritz and you spray it in place. Basically, you just mold in that ponytail. You use that blow dryer again to mold it in place. You're going to use some rubber bands and you're going to put that half into the ponytail. Then you do the other side. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to flat iron those baby hair. Well, not flat iron. I'm sorry, y'all. Hot comb those baby hairs down just to get the realistic look of them. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to pluck them to my liking. If you like thicker baby hairs, don't pluck more. You know, do, like I said, preference. And I'm always stress that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go in and I'm going to thin those baby hairs out to my desired look. Now I just put a little more makeup on the parts that I parted out in that baby hair, and then I'm going to tie this back down. Now I'm going to use some, it's just regular bonding glue, and you use it on a rapid strip, and I'm going to put that all over my ponytail so that my hair is protected. And once you get that all over the ponytail, I'm going to pull that hair out the pack, which I use some synthetic brand hair because I never keep my hair up long enough for me to really care, especially a ponytail. So like I said, it's the Organic brand, the brand that I always use. And it's the bodywave and a 22. And I'm just going to prep that hair, and I'm going to put glue on it, as well as putting glue on the rapid strip, and wrap it all around the rapid strip. And why y'all put glue on the rapid and on the hair is it give it a more firmer hold. If you don't, sometimes you will notice that ponytail will not hold and it will come off. You just want to take a small piece from the bottom of your ponytail, take that, and that's going to be the part that you wrap around your ponytail. You use a little bit of spritz to keep it in place. Most times you'll use a flat iron when you're using human hair just to make sure it's straight. And you're going to go in and you're just going to wrap that. Within wraps, you want to use a little bit more spritz just to make sure that hold on there is tough. And then you'll put a little bit of hair glue on the end of that hair just to make sure that it secures it in place. You don't have to. Some people don't, but I do. Now you want to go in. Now you take that band off after your hair then set. And then you're going to go in and you're going to cut those baby hairs. You can cut it. I cut mine a little shorter than some people because I don't like real big baby hairs. I like them to look natural as possible, even though to me, they're never going to be just like your natural edges probably would be. And edges are a preference as well, but I like them, so I'm going to do them. I try to size them up to make sure they the right size. You know, that they match so that one baby hair don't be so much bigger than the other one or whatever. You want to go in with a small flat iron or curlers, and I curl my baby hairs down. Some people curl theirs up. I just think it's easier to swoop them when it's going down, and I'm going to do that on both sides. Then I'm going to use a little bit of spray, and I'm just going to mold my baby hairs in place. I wanted more of the fluffier baby hairs, and that's how you would do them. If you want them to be more like, you know, glued down to the face, just use a little bit of gel and spray or baby hair, and it's gonna put those edges in place for you. But I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do my edges, and then I'm gonna do them on the other side. Don't mind my man in the background. He somehow, I think he always want to be seen on my camera. He be blocking your girl style, but it's cool. After you mold your baby hairs in place, I just go in with a lighter shade of concealer to conceal my part, and then you want to go in with some black spray. I didn't have no black spray on hand, I don't think, but I really didn't want to use black spray on there and define my part like that, but that is what you'll do if you wanted a more defined part, or one of those black root touch-up sticks, and get it the way you want it to look. This what works for me. I'm just going to show you guys the style with the ponytail and how my hair is brushed up as well. I'm going to swing it a little bit and give y'all girls a little bit of the action, okay?